So I did not plan to make this video, but I've been getting not a lot, but enough comments saying that I've lost a lot of weight, I look too skinny, people asking if I have an eating disorder, if I need help. A lot of YouTubers come out about this stuff months, years later because they see it as private and personal. And I'm not saying anyone owes an explanation of what they're going through with the world, but I find it harmful to be going through something like this and meanwhile posting so many Instagram photos and content with a body that is not healthy. I do have a history of disordered eating. When I say disordered eating, I mean minor disordered eating, not at all an eating disorder. I made a video in February explaining my whole history with that, why it happens. I'll link the video below, but basically when I stop eating, it has a lot less to do with how I look and more to do with control. When I feel out of control and my life feels really chaotic, or I feel like I'm really hurting someone in my life, my coping mechanism is making my body smaller because it's something I have control of. It's kind of happening again now, but there was only a week, kind of like 2 weeks ago, there was a whole week where I was intentionally barely eating and wanting to stay really small. But the core of the problem has nothing to do with disordered eating type thinking and everything to do with bipolar episodes. When a psychiatrist or therapist is diagnosing a major depression episode, a manic episode, there's a list of symptoms, and if you have 4 or 5 symptoms, then you're bipolar, and losing weight or gaining weight over a very short period of time is one of the symptoms to diagnose. So this is really common and kind of normal for me, where I forget to eat a lot. The episodes really mess up your metabolism, and if you're not really careful, you will forget to eat, barely eat. When I was first diagnosed with major depression when I was a junior in college, the symptom that got me to go to a therapist and be diagnosed with major depression was that I was not eating. I had such a low appetite. I remember going 2 entire days not eating at all. I did not have hunger signals and I was rapidly losing weight. And I went to a therapist at my college and I asked him, "Can you have an eating disorder without being insecure?" I genuinely was worried that I had some bizarre type of eating disorder because I wasn't eating. I did not have any hunger signals for 3 months. There would be times where I'd be up in the middle of the night and have the strongest, most painful hunger pangs. Kind of like the feeling came all at once and I was so low energy. Once my antidepressants kicked in that summer, I remember being so grateful and happy and excited because I felt hunger for the first time. Having the feeling of hunger brought back was amazing because for so long I couldn't eat. The same thing happens in manic episodes where my body barely needs to sleep or eat and I have such high energy and I'm so focused and working constantly and I completely forget that time has gone by, that I'm skipping meals and I just do not feel hungry. So whenever I'm not balanced on medicine and I'm having bipolar symptoms, I have to be on a schedule and remember and force myself to eat because I cannot trust my hunger signals. Generally, 95% of the time, I have a really healthy relationship with food. It is so normal. So many of my friends have this view where they'll eat so much unhealthy food, kind of binge on it, and then, oh, I need to diet, eat less. That's so common. It's something I see amongst my friends. And I'm not like that at all. I never see it as, oh, I need to diet. Oh, I ate too much. I should eat less. That's never how it works with me. I naturally have a very thin frame. I have a huge metabolism. Normally, I eat 2,500, 3,000 calories a day. I'm very active. I go on really long runs every day. I eat a plant-based vegan diet, and so I never really have to worry too much about gaining weight. I only eat whole wheat bread, noodles, brown rice, fruits and vegetables, beans, tempeh, nuts, seeds, fruits, vegetables. So I don't want anyone leaving this video thinking Lizzie always starves herself, she's not eating enough, she has unrealistic expectations for her body. That is not true at all. The only thing is when I do get really skinny because I'm in depression or mania and not eating, sometimes when my body is like that, I'll want to stay like that because I love so much how tiny I get, and even though I know I need to eat more, gain the weight back, I want to stay like that. But obviously, I've been eating a lot recently, back to normal. I'm gaining some of my weight back. The truth is that August was awful for me. I was in really severe depression and I had no motivation. I would be editing a video, like have the video in front of me and trying to edit. And when I was like pushing an 100-pound boulder up a hill, like I physically was trying so hard to work and it was so slow and my mind wasn't working. My upload schedule was so bad and I was barely making videos and it was awful because I had to have motivation and energy and this really strong work ethic and passion and love for what I'm doing, and that just went away. And my sleep was constant, dreaming nightmares every night, and it was horrible. And I was changing my meds, nothing was working. But when I flew back to California, it just flipped where I was finally okay. And I've been really good the past 2 weeks. I'm doing good, but right now I'm kind of dealing with the consequences of being in depression for a month and how it affected my body. What I've been experiencing too is, even though I've been trying to eat lately, when you don't eat enough, your stomach literally shrinks and your metabolism goes really low. So I think it's gonna take another month to kind of kick my body back to normal. Does that make sense? I think my metabolism is kind of confused and needs to heal. So this is something I'll deal with for the rest of my life, where my metabolism is going up and down, and I'll kind of go between my normal healthy weight to way too small, on and off, just because of my bipolar. Obviously that will trigger some disordered eating type thinking occasionally. If you have bipolar, what I really recommend is eating meals at the same time every day, especially eating a really big breakfast, eating right when you wake up, because that really starts your metabolism. It'll help you eat more calories throughout the day. Please do not worry about me. I see a psychiatrist regularly and a therapist, so I talk about all of these things and work them out. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!